It's a very exciting time in my life, and I can't help but to share it. And I felt like a kind of an announcement format was warranted. Very exciting news for me is that I have decided to come back to the world of personal training and coaching. I've not trained or coached a client in nearly 4.5 years. It's something I deeply miss, something that I've always enjoyed. I've enjoyed the time since then as well, but I've made the decision that I want to go back into that profession. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about that decision. I'll be offering in the gym training on the floor again, online training, and limited amounts of contest prep coaching. So any of you guys interested, you can email me at training@gregmccoy.net. But also I wanted to share too, and I'm going to do this in a part 2 of this video because some of you guys just might not care. But for any of you that are into looking for your purpose and your path in life, I'm a big reader, and I wanted to go through 3 of the books that I've read. I've read a lot of books, but in the past year, these 3 in particular that really led me to this hard but exciting decision. So stay tuned for part 2 if you're interested in that. Yeah, so personal training. I'm so excited to get back to it. I really just enjoy helping people and helping people out at a pretty intimate level. I've found myself, as I transition out of some of the projects I've been working on lately, people are like, oh, what are you going to do? Like, oh, I'm just going to go back to training. And I really wish I wouldn't say just, because I've actually given quite a few speeches and talks about how the profession of personal training is one to take serious. It gets a bad rap. I think low-paying personal training positions at big box gyms is certainly part of it. It attracts often less than professional people because of the schedule freedom and kind of ease of entry. But I really try to defend personal training as a serious profession, and I want to continue to be an advocate for that. To me, like with personal training and the epidemic of obesity, the epidemic of inactivity, all the rising healthcare costs that we have, in the United States and around the world, personal training is one of those positions where you potentially have the ability to help more people than even doctors in some cases. Certainly on the preventative side. So yeah, doctors, we may be stealing a few jobs, but it's super exciting and a profession to take serious. It requires a really wide depth of knowledge and being able to apply knowledge that's kind of constantly changing to a wide variety of clients. So it's not an easy job either if you're good at it and take it serious. But even more importantly than the know-how is it takes a certain amount of soft skills to be a good trainer. I think 80% of clients' results are really more behavioral than they are know-how. So I have some other videos in the works, but it's about talking about how the best program is the one you stick to. It's not the best program. So it's not necessarily like being the best top of leading the edge in training, but knowing how to put that in a way that a client can stick to it is really important. So yeah, anyways, side tangent, but I have a passion for the personal training industry and really think it's going big places, and I really want to build my base in that. So I won't get too much into this because this is kind of where I'm heading with part 2, but one of my favorite quotes that I've read in the past couple years is by Frederick Buechner, and he says, your vocation in life is where your greatest joy meets the world's greatest need. That one has stuck with me, man. I've probably said it to myself every single day. Fitness and health has been something that's been a part of my life and my family's life since I can remember. We all have our story about what brought us to fitness, and I won't tell mine in this scenario, but I love it. I love it for myself personally. I love to talk about it. I love to help people with it. And just so happens that it's needed more than ever. The world knows more about fitness than ever, but we're getting worse. So to me, that's one of those really affirmative moments where my greatest joy and the world's greatest need came together, and it's like that's perfect. I'm heading in the right direction. So I want to build my base again inside of personal training. Services I'm going to offer for those of you interested in working with me as a client or in other factors. I will be back on the floor training probably 20 to 30 hours a week. I really enjoy the one-on-one relationship building part of training clients, teaching people how to exercise properly, pushing them, motivating them, and just establishing those close-knit relationships. So I will be offering one-on-one services at Destination Dallas. My prices and packages are on gregmccoy.net. And again, on any of this stuff, right now I'm getting a lot of stuff set up, but right now you can email me at training@gregmccoy.net for any inquiries. I will be offering online training. The world of online training has exploded since I was doing it. Yeah, everything, when I was doing it, it was all email attachments. Instagram didn't exist, so there was obviously far less online trainers at that point. But yeah, I did everything through Excel, Word doc, and email. There's a ton of great services, which for those of you in the training business that want to know what I'm up to, I'll share that later. But I will be offering online training. That's training programs, so whether you just want workouts provided to you, nutrition, workout and nutrition, cardio prescriptions. You know, I really enjoy cardio and weight training and how they come together. So I love to coach on that. And then also, philanthropy has always been a big part of what I've done in my first gym, and then through Destination and my Gasp and Better Bodies days. It's been a lot of philanthropy activity. So I want to obviously keep that up. I'm working on some incentive programs that I'm going to call the Give to Get program, which it's going to obviously evolve, with everything starting out here. But I will have incentives where if you participate in select philanthropic activities, you will get discounts on my services. So we try to keep this thing rolling downhill with people helping people. So anyways, I'm very excited. I was excited to share this news that I'm back to training and coaching. For those of you that want to stick around for part 2, if it doesn't automatically load up, just check out part 2. We'll put a link for it in the description box.